everyone, Nick Bellezza, hopeless guitar enthusiast with you once again. And today I'm pleased to present one of the many guitars that I've been building over the past few years, the Bellezza Guitars status symbol model. This guitar is based on a early to mid 60s style, but with some modern twists and improvements. The body is made of solid mahogany and is finished in a ceruse type finish. Now this is where you dye or stain the wood one color and then finish it with a contrasting pore filler. Now this type of finish was used in the mid 60s by Epiphone. It was offered as a special option called the Silver Fox finish. Now, I always thought that was the coolest looking finish, and I said to myself, once I start finishing guitars, I really would like to replicate that. Now it wasn't used in the guitar industry for a very long time, but during the boutique guitar explosion of the Roaring 2000s, this finish came back, and most notably by the Collings Company in Texas. And I believe it was that company that coined the term dog hair finish. Now whether you want to call it dog hair, silver fox, ceruse, it's basically the same finish technique. And it's been used to great effect by many other luthiers and small builders, although it has been adopted by some of the big time builders like Gibson, who used it on their Brian Ray Signature SG, and they also do special runs of a finish called TV Black, which is about the same idea. So again, this particular guitar uses a solid mahogany body, and it's patterned off an actual 63 Strat. Uses the normal electronics configuration here and hardware setup, but there's a few twists. First of all, the pickups are wound by John Gallup of Dogtown Custom Pickups, who winds all of my pickups to specification, and we decided to come up with a unique one-of-a-kind set. So this guitar actually features a 3-magnet 3-wire set. The bridge pickup is an Alnico 5-2 split. The middle pickup is all Alnico 2, and the neck is all Alnico 5, but each pickup has its own type of wire. Now, despite the fact that they are completely different wires, it sounds like a complete cohesive set, as you'll hear in the demo. Also, another twist is I asked John, had he ever potted in anything other than his beeswax paraffin combination? He said he hadn't, so I let him know that I've been making 100% natural soy wax candles on the side for fun. Yeah, I make candles, you want to fight about it? So I said, can we try to pot my soy wax? So I actually sent him a canister of pink bubblegum scented soy wax, and he dipped several sets in that soy wax. So this is one of those sets. So if you smell the pickups up close, it actually smells like bubblegum. So this may be a guitar industry first soy wax potted set, but also scented soy wax. Pretty standard electronic setup, 5-way switch, master volume 2 tones. Although I do wire it a bit differently. Instead of this being the middle tone, I wire this dedicated to the bridge. So you have a neck tone and a bridge tone, and the middle pickup is wide open. The bridge is a Goto Wilkinson design vintage style Strat replacement bridge. I use a Fender American Vintage Reissue 62 Strat replacement pickguard, all gold plated hardware, matching backplate, gold-plated screws. So the neck itself is kind of a unique setup, as you'll notice right here. It's a 2-piece maple rosewood fretboard, basically vintage design. It's got a 7 1/4 vintage style radius, 1 5/8 nut width, vintage single flex adjust at the heel, white plastic dots. But you'll notice a few different twists on this neck. First of all, I actually painted the maple all a solid black. I really like how the black finish offsets the gold hardware. I think it's a really classy look. And also, it's a bound neck, so it's very rare that you see like an S-type guitar with binding on it. And I also installed Jescar Evo gold fret wire. 3 things are interesting about this fret wire. First of all, it's gold color, and I really wanted that, so it tied in with the theme of the guitar. But also, it's a much harder material. It's not as hard as stainless steel, but definitely a lot harder than your standard nickel silver material. So this fret wire will probably outlive your playing life. Also to note, this is a hypoallergenic fret wire. There's no nickel content. So there are some guitarists out there who have a nickel sensitivity and their skin blisters when they play. So if you do have a nickel sensitivity, this guitar has fret wire with no nickel content. I finished it off with a bone nut, and what I did on this one is I actually notch cut the side so it fits over the binding, so you get a little bit more playing room, and it also has a more professional dressed up look. So it's finished over the binding and not within the binding. And it's topped off again with these Goto Magnum Lock tuners. And what's really, really cool about these tuners is from afar, they look just like a set of standard vintage style Kluson tuners, but they're really locking tuners. So it provides much better stability with the vibrato system, but still giving that vintage vibe and look. This guitar comes with a vintage thermometer style black hardshell case with gold plush interior. It also includes the Wilkinson pop-in trem arm, extra vibrato springs, and the Allen key adjustment, instructions for the Magnum Lock tuners, and my very own certificate of unauthenticity, which will be signed and dated by yours truly, and a picture card with the guitar and the serial number and all of the specifications for this model. And if that were enough, it comes with the Bellezza guitar's original case candy. Now overall, I consider this a new guitar, even though I've had it for about a year, so there are some dings, bumps, bruises. It's not perfect, but I am selling this as a new instrument. Guitar has a decent weight, especially considering it has a solid mahogany body. But overall, I'm just super pleased with the way it plays, the way it looks, the way it sounds. I think it's a really exceptional guitar, and I'm even going to feature a build series on my channel here, so you can see this guitar as it's being made. For the sound demo, I play into my old trusty Fender 68 Custom Reverb Reissue Silver Face Drip Edge amp, and I play into the vintage channel with the amp cranked up all the way to 8 with a little bit of reverb. I didn't use any effects pedals, overdrives, distortions in this demo. This is the guitar plugged straight into the amp. So I changed my tone strictly by the volume and tone controls on the guitar. The deluxe reverb is just recorded with an SM57 into a very basic Scarlett 2-channel AD into GarageBand. So you're hearing no production. It's very, very raw. You're hearing the guitar straight into the amp as is. So depending on when you're watching this video, this guitar will be for sale. Check out my Reverb store. I also sell on several forums. I also am going to be featuring a multi-part build series on this very guitar and some of the other guitars that I've been making. So check for that coming up, or look for links in the description. Check out my Instagram and various other links. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for many more build videos, demos, and reviews to come up. And guys, I just want to say, for you watching, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just a total guitar nut. I'm obsessed with guitars. I love guitars. I don't consider myself a luthier. I kind of consider this as a luthier in training, and you get to see the process unfold, and I like sharing my process of becoming a finisher and guitar builder with you. So any comments, criticisms, suggestions, I'm always open for it. But if you can, just like the video, comment, subscribe. Look forward to many more demos and build videos here at Bellezza Guitars. Thank you so much for watching.